Let's take a look at training in the internal organizational environment. Training and development strategy impacts HR functional areas and key dimensions in the organization's internal environment. Training and development programs have to be embedded in a larger system so that HR policies are supported and reinforced across the whole organization. Organizations have to consider the tasks that employees do on a regular basis, the activities that are essential to the organization's business. The task environment requires us to understand what employees do, when they do it, and how often they repeat those tasks. This information provides the basis for job analysis and job descriptions, and provides clarity on the job specifications, the knowledge, skills, and abilities known as KSAs needed for employees to perform successfully. The people environment includes demographics of the workforce, including the KSAs, experiences, education levels, and motivations of employees. The task and people environments inform training and development because organizations have to know what tasks are needed for the job and whether or not employees are ready, willing, and able to perform those tasks. The social environment considers the social systems within which the employees work, like the organizational culture and leadership style. When an organization brings in new employees, it must train them on the way people do work and familiarize them with the key values and ethical considerations that are important to the organization. While some aspects of culture are visible to identify, others are more unconscious and difficult to put into words. Helping employees get up to speed with company culture is an important part of onboarding and employee development. Ethics is also an important aspect of company culture and values. Because of the liability to companies if employees behave unethically, communicating the company's key values is essential. Employee development programs can also directly influence leadership style. The company identifies the type of leadership style it values and develops management and leadership training to meet those needs. The organizational environment, including the HR infrastructure, as well as the policies and procedures, is also an important consideration for training and development strategy. The purpose of job analysis is to understand important tasks associated with a job and then identify which KSAs are needed by current or potential employees to do the job. Staffing strategy and training and development strategy are tightly interwoven. Strategic staffing must consider current staffing levels as well as the quality of the employees needed to complete the work of the organization. While managers should provide ongoing performance feedback to employees, the performance appraisal is one way to identify the gap between actual and desired performance for employees. Training and development goals can be set based on feedback from the appraisal process. Company strategy and training and development strategy must be in alignment in order for training and development to meet organizational needs and to be effective. According to the Association for Talent Development, ATD, if the organization is to successfully act on its strategy and meet its goals, the workforce must possess the necessary skills to carry out the actions described in the strategy. All levels of management must buy into the idea that training and corporate strategy have to be in alignment in order for training and development activities to be effective. A good way to get top managers to buy into the company's training and development strategy is to have them experience a portion of the flagship training and development programs for themselves. Once they have actively participated, they'll be more likely to play a key role in content and delivery of the programs for other leaders in the organization. With a rapidly changing environment, evolving strategies require innovative solutions in training methodology. One way to create state-of-the-art training content is to use realistic, live strategy cases and action learning which are company-specific. This creates transparency as well as provides trainees with up-to-date information on strategic issues for the organization. Recently published research argues that training and development programs used to enhance corporate strategy are more likely to lead to greater productivity among employees and profitability for the organization. Another important consideration is to link compensation to training involvement, which helps create a rich culture that values training and development at all levels of the company. Although most leaders agree that companies following a differentiation strategy clearly benefit from a training and development strategy, cost leadership companies can also benefit from comprehensive training and development programs. With training and development strategy, workers are trained on the company's core competency and development activities focused on encouraging employees with well-developed succession plans to retain and challenge workers when growth is slow. Organizations may also choose to cross-train employees who are retained so they also do the jobs of those who are released from the company. The organization needs to make decisions based on issues going on in the surrounding environment. The external environment provides the context in which the organization functions. Factors like the economy, political issues, sociocultural issues, and technology impact the organization and the training and development strategy. Given economic conditions, along with variables such as customer demand for the company's products, organizations have to decide how to respond to the market. They may decide to grow to take advantage of market opportunities, shrink and divest themselves of poorly performing divisions, or focus on how to maintain profitability. When a company is growing quickly, employees have tremendous advancement opportunities and must be kept up to date in the rapidly changing market. Alternatively, when a company is laying people off, this is actually the most important time for employees to broaden their skill sets so that they can learn to do more with less. The political legal environment is an important consideration for organizations as well. The law can open or constrain opportunities for business. Technological advances also offer interesting challenges to businesses. Because technology changes so rapidly, employees must be kept up to date about how the company expects to use the technology now and into the future. Sociocultural issues are also a consideration for organizations. Ethical trends in industry filter down into the organization, putting pressure on it to train employees on the latest in ethical compliance programs. As our workforce becomes more diverse, training employees to be adaptive, open to new experiences, and manage conflict is imperative. The training and development industry is held to similar ethical standards as would be expected in any other profession or industry. The ATD, or Association of Talent Development Code of Ethics, requires a set of behaviors that minimizes the organization's liability. Only when the company's legal and ethical obligations are being addressed can training and corporate strategy alignment have an impact on company success. Holding training and development specialists to ethical standards is consistent with the need to establish and understand the overall ethical standards in the social environment. Ethics training programs to ensure the organization is in compliance with all legal and ethical standards of the company are important. Globally, training and development activities do vary from region to region for a variety of reasons. Government regulation, economic conditions, educational systems, and technology differ depending on where you live and what kind of industry and infrastructure exist to support the growth of business organizations. Where there are more stable economies with industry and job growth, we are more likely to see greater investment in training and development at the organization's level. ATD's research had several important findings in a 2015 study, which was first of its kind, so there's no data from which to compare results, but it did reveal 4 noticeable issues. First, the number of annual learning hours for employees was relatively stable across regions. No statistically significant difference across regions was found, averaging 34.4 hours annually. Second, there was agreement between all regions that the most important trend in talent management is ensuring there's a strategic link between learning and employee and organizational performance. Third, respondents in all regions agreed that building a culture that supports learning, training, and development is the most important challenge facing the talent development industry. Lastly, although training content varied across regions depending on regional, local, and organizational needs, managerial and interpersonal skills were seen as important regardless of regional or local needs. The ATD report underscores the importance of considering the three key inputs in our framework for strategic training and development, no matter what region of the world the company is situated. Knowing company strategy, the internal organizational environment, and the external organizational environment is essential to develop a training and development strategy that meets the organization's need for success. Organizations across the globe believe that training and development is a key variable for organizational success.